Okay, guys, at this point in the course, it would probably be good for us to have a conversation about the inductive teaching method of this class. What I have learned, both from taking this class and from interacting from countless students who are taking it, I have postulated a theory about learning styles. And I think that people typically fall into two general categories in their learning. Either progressive learners or essential learners. Now, progressive learners are those types of learners who learn by doing. They like hands-on, they don't like the classroom setting, they hate a lecture, they want to be on the field kind of learning. And they retain the information that they're learning when they learn it in a context. If that's you, you probably have enjoyed the inductive method of learning a language because you don't learn a lot of paradigms, you don't have a lot of rote memorization. You go straight into the task of translating, and you learn the building blocks of Hebrew grammar as you interact with those features in the translating process. So progressive type learners typically do well with an inductive approach. The other type of learner, what I call an essential learner, likes to learn in an organized fashion. These people typically like lecture, classroom setting, note-taking. They like to learn that way because they like to categorize the information that they're learning. It's like a large filing cabinet in their mind in which, as they receive information, they're able to file it so that when they are on the field and they need that information, they know which filing cabinet to go back to retrieve that information. If you're that kind of learner, this method has probably frustrated you because you don't have the filing cabinet of information that you've learned. There hasn't been a lot of memorization. You have learned as you have come across features. You're only explained it once, and you're supposed to note it and move on to the next thing. Essential type learners, we just don't want to hear it once. We want to hear it, and then we want to do a page of practice steps to make sure that we have implanted it into our minds. Well, this method has not had a lot of that. So it can be frustrating for those essential type learners. They feel like at this point, I'm doing the deed here, but I don't feel like I'm learning anything. If that's you and you're feeling frustrated, I just want you to be encouraged. You're retaining more than you realize. You're learning more than you realize. You just don't have those categories in your mind as proof of what all you've learned because there hasn't been a lot of memorization. If you want some tips on how to try to use what you've learned this far and maybe create some of those categories in your mind, let me know and I can talk you through that because I am definitely an essential type learner. So I feel your pain with that. But I will tell you the benefit of using this inductive method, which is more along the lines of a progressive learner, is that you're able to cover more ground quickly because you are not spending a lot of time on those memorizing paradigms and even memorizing some things that you won't even come across in the course of the semester. So be encouraged. If you're translating and you're having success in translating, just be encouraged that you are learning more than you realize. Keep your hand to the plow. Keep asking those questions. Keep being diligent in your study. And you can learn successfully through this method, even if it's not particularly your cup of tea. It's still it's an excellent way to learn the language. So hang in there and just call me if you have any questions. And I hope this helps you guys.